What's up, my beautiful people? Aaron Thomas with Excellence Above Talent. Day 8. Let go, man. For the way of a superior man. And today's topic is lean just beyond your edge. And it's something that I deal with constantly. It's embracing your fears. Knowing your fears, not allowing your fears to stop you from doing the things that you think don't matter or wouldn't help. Like this. There was a fear of jumping on this camera, in front of this camera, and just having a conversation about what I have learned and what I am learning through this book. But every day I get up and I do it. Because I know that if I don't, then I'm going to feel not good about myself. So it is a fear. You can jump on these videos. You can laugh at me. You can make fun of me. You can question why I'm doing it. But at the end of the day, it's me living just beyond my fear and doing it anyway. Did the same thing when I started the business. I'm doing the same thing now with, this nonprofit that I'm trying to create, and not knowing necessarily where to start, but just knowing I need to start and starting. I did it last year when I jumped out of a plane. I don't like heights. I really don't like heights. And I was even asked when I was in the military in basic training, did I want to go airborne? And I was like, no, that's stupid. Why would I want to go airborne? My feet are on the ground. But now looking back, I wish I would have taken that leap of faith, faced my fears, and tried it. Because I think it would have really been an awesome experience. As a man, as a superior man, you should not be lazy, but you also shouldn't push yourself so far to where you're stressing yourself out. There is a beautiful balance of the fear that you have, leaning just beyond that fear and doing it anyway. I started a podcast in October. For 2 years, I've been talking about this podcast. I'm going to do a podcast. And guess what? I didn't do the podcast. And then finally last year, I had the mic. I had the software system set up on my computer. I had everything set up. And I simply did not do it until finally I sat down. I plugged up my mic. I turned on my software system on my computer, and I started talking. And now I have been putting out, podcasts regularly for the last year, because I've kind of fallen off, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been putting out content on my podcast for the past year. And it's just one of those things where, would I have been doing it if I were just still afraid to move and afraid to lean over the fear and just try to see what it is? It's been good. For my standards, I got 4,000 downloads in less than a year. I'm not sure what that is, but people are listening, and I think that's pretty cool. So here's some quotes that kind of hit me when reading this chapter. In any given moment, a man's growth is optimized if he leans just beyond his edge, his capacity, his fear. He should not be too lazy, happily stagnating in the zone of security and comfort, nor should he push far beyond his edge, stressing himself unnecessarily, unable to metabolize his experience. He should lean just slightly beyond the edge of fear and discomfort, constantly, in everything he does. And it gives you life. I can't tell you, I haven't felt this way in a minute. in my life because I've been afraid. So I've sat back and just allowed life to happen, knowing that I needed to push myself, knowing that I needed to try different things and do different things to make my life better as a person and as a man. And in return, if you make your life better as a person and as a man, there's a trickle-down effect. Your wife and your kids also get that benefit of you pushing beyond to making yourself better. Your fear is the sharpest definition of yourself. You should know it. You should feel it virtually constantly. Fear needs to become your friend so that you are no longer uncomfortable with it. Y'all, listen. Some of the things that I'm doing I don't want to do. Like, people assume like it's natural, this is okay. Like, I did a prayer event like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Scared out of my mind. I didn't know who was going to show up. I don't know if people really care about what it is that I'm saying. I don't. But I went anyway. I put it out there. People showed up and we prayed for the schools. And it's a constant thing that I'm doing right now. These videos. I've been talking about doing these videos for a minute. Again, fear has kept me stagnant. But then finally I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. Like, what bad can happen? Someone can make fun of me? Okay, cool. I mean, like, who cares? I'm not in high school. Like, why would I let that bother me? So here I am. Day 8. Got a long way to go. But my goal is, and I think I don't want people to miss what it is that I'm trying to do. Men have to be better in order for this world to get better. The violence that happens in this world, the domestic violence, the killings, the murders, it's mainly men doing it. But no one's talking about that. Why? What are we doing to ourselves? And why are we doing it to ourselves? 90% of the prison system is made up of men. 70% of divorces are initiated by the woman. We're missing something as men. And what I'm doing is informational. Let's have this conversation. You might not have thought about some of these things. Hell, I didn't. If I would have learned this earlier, I wouldn't be in a predicament of where I'm at now. Getting a divorce, starting from scratch, trying to build myself back up, not knowing who I am, and slowly realizing the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. It's a beautiful thing. But it's something that I didn't have to go through at that hard of a level. It doesn't have to be that hard. And I did it the hard way, for sure. I did it the hard way. But my goal in these videos is informational. Maybe you don't know. Think about some of the things that are being said. Live just beyond your fear. If you are afraid of it, you should probably do it. If you are afraid to start that business, you should probably start that process of starting your business. If you're afraid of asking that girl out, well then guess what? Go ask her out. The worst you can say is no. You get over that rejection, I promise you. Life will go on, little buddy. Life will go on. All right, last one is own your fear and lean just beyond it in every aspect of your life, starting now. You don't have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years, tomorrow, today. Start now. Lean just beyond your fear. Do something that makes you afraid and do it now. So, if anyone hasn't told you today that they love you, let me be the first to say I love you. You're awesome. You're amazing. You deserve the best that this world has to offer. Do not give up. Do not quit. The world doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Y'all have a blessed rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's go knock it out. Y'all have a good one.